Hey friends, join me today for a little thrifting and antiquing, giving my breakfast nook a cozy makeover, and baking a delicious cinnamon roll poke cake. We are headed out this morning for a little thrifting and antiquing, hoping to find a few charming pieces for the house. There is nothing better than the thrill of the hunt, so let's see what we can find today. This antique mall has so many beautiful pieces. I always love looking through the crocks and old copper pieces. You never know what little treasures you might come across. I've actually been sharing this antique mall with you for years now, and there's even a few pieces here that you might recognize from past visits. In fact, one piece that I've shown you before finally came home with me this time, and I cannot wait to show you. And that's what I love about thrifting and antiquing. You never know what you're going to find. Some days you leave empty handed, and other days you stumble across something that feels like it was just waiting for you. I'm always drawn to crocks, old copper pieces, ironstone, baskets, and all of those little charming things that add so much character to a home. It is just so much fun slowly walking through and seeing what catches your eye. I could honestly spend hours in a place like this, enjoying a cup of coffee and slowly looking through everything. There are always so many beautiful pieces tucked away on the shelves that I always love digging for. Now, this little piece really caught my eye. I think it may have originally been a cookbook holder, but I love the shape and size of it. I just wish it was a little bit more my color. As much as I love seeing what I might come across in that thrill of the hunt, I usually do have a little mental list of things I'm always on the lookout for. I like collecting pieces slowly over time, and today I was hoping to find a few things that might be perfect for a little project we'll be getting into back at home. After a fun few days of thrifting and antiquing, I cannot wait to show you the treasures I found. Wait until you see. We're going to have some fun decorating. But first, I wanted to show you my simple 5-minute skincare routine that I have been doing lately with Typology. I absolutely love Typology and their approach to skincare, and everything is made in France. I'm going to show you my skincare routine, starting with no makeup and my easy and simple 5-minute skincare routine. The first thing I use is their new A43 Targeted Skin Tightening Concentrate. As someone who's 51, I really appreciate skincare that's simple but still effective, and that's one of the things I love about Typology. It's a topical, no-tox alternative designed to help smooth the look of expression lines without freezing facial movement. You just apply a small amount in a zigzag motion across the line, and it's formulated to start smoothing in about 5 minutes with continued improvement over time. Next, I apply their tinted serum, which is one of my favorites. It's formulated with vitamin C, squalane, and aloe vera, so it feels really lightweight and hydrating, but still gives me a little coverage to help even out my skin. It's not a foundation, it's more of a skin first tint that lets your natural skin show through. For under my eyes, I use their tinted concealer, which has caffeine and niacinamide to help reduce the look of puffiness and dark circles. It really gives a nice medium coverage, but still looks very natural. And then I finish off with their tinted lip oil. This one is so nice because it's really nourishing with squalane, jojoba oil, and vitamin C, and gives a glossy finish without feeling sticky. One of the things I've always loved about Typology is how minimal everything is. Their products are vegan, cruelty-free, and made in France, and the formulas are mostly naturally derived ingredients. And what I love the most is how simple the routine is, but it still makes my skin look really fresh and natural. I have been using Typology for almost a year now, and it has been a game changer in my skincare routine. I love it, and I think you will love it too. I will have everything linked for you in the video description, and for a limited time, you can receive a free Radiance Mask. I love this. It has yellow clay and organic turmeric. You can get this for free when you spend $50 or more. I use this a few times a week and have really noticed a difference. It is so good. And thanks again to my friends at Typology for sponsoring today's video. So let me show you one of my newest finds. It is this beautiful antique cupboard that I found at one of my local antique shops, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I was thinking about it for a while, and if you follow me over on Instagram stories, I took you along as we went to see if it was still there. So it was obviously meant to be, and bringing it home really ended up inspiring this whole breakfast nook makeover. The only place I really had for this cupboard was right here between the windows. Since this space is mostly windows, I don't really have any true corners, but the curtains behind it almost create that feeling. I also switched the gingham curtains out for these simple ones, which I think make it feel softer and cozier. Next, I'm adding a new rug to this space. I always feel like a rug instantly warms things up and helps define the area, and this one has those soft, muted tones that work so nicely with the rest of the room. Next, I also found a new table for the space, which was another find from my recent thrifting and antique adventures. It was definitely one of those unexpected finds because I found it while I was just browsing this shop on the second floor, and this table was just sitting there, and it ended up being absolutely perfect for this little nook. And I just love when things come together like this because not only did I find the table, then I found these chairs, and I love that collected look. So two of the chairs actually came from Salamanca Antique Mall that I was at, and then the other two came from another antique shop. But I again love that collected look and how perfectly they work with this table. And the funny thing is two of the chairs I actually saw when I was at the antique mall, but I didn't get them because I didn't have the table yet. But then I found the table, so I went back to grab those chairs because they were only $15 each and then 20% off. So now I'm going to style the table, just adding a few simple touches, a crock with some florals, a small runner, and a wooden bowl with some fresh pears. I wanted to keep the table very simple and cozy, going for that very English cottage lived in look, and just that warm wood really warms up the space. But now I am excited to finally start decorating the inside of this cupboard. So I went to my basement, gathered a lot of my false craft heritage pieces to use within the cupboard. And you know, I love my battery operated sconces, and I also love these battery operated lamps. And it also has like a little light bulb. And I'm going to also add that in the cupboard too for a cozy glow. I love my Falsgraf Heritage Collection. I've been collecting it for years, so I'm so happy that I can display it here in the cupboard. It looks so pretty. I did also pick up this ironstone gravy boat. I love the little floral detail. I actually got it at the same place that I got the cupboard from when I was browsing the store after I got the cupboard. I found this little treasure too. And I love that little pop of blue that I'm adding in the cupboard. On each shelf, I'm also adding a plate in the back just for a little bit of height, and then adding my false craft pieces. This is another little thrifted plate. It also came with a little picture too that I'm adding on the bottom shelf, as well as just a few more of my false craft heritage pieces. And then I found these little bowls that I thought were really cute too, thrifting recently, so I just washed them off and I'm going to add them to the shelves too. Styling shelves is always one of my favorite parts. I like to keep things simple and just slowly move pieces around until it feels balanced, adding varying heights and textures. So in these false craft bowls that actually have lids, I'm just not adding the lids. I actually have a little tea towel that I'm going to add in there. Here's that little blue pitcher that went with the plate, and just adding a little pop of greenery in that. That's just a little faux greenery, just to give a little life into the cupboard. And then here's that little tea towel that I'm adding as well. I am so happy with how this cupboard turned out. It feels like it was meant for this little spot, and it's one of those pieces that just makes the whole space feel complete. What a difference in this breakfast nook. I absolutely love how cozy it is, but I am not done yet. I still have a few little touches. I have some leftover plates that I didn't use in the cupboard that I'm going to add onto the table. I like to have a few plates on the table to grab, or if I light a candle, I like to put it on a plate. And then next to the cupboard, I have the stool that I found recently antiquing and thrifting too, that I actually had next to the peninsula. I just moved it over here along with the basket. And then on this table on the other side of the breakfast nook, just going to keep it very simple. I have a picture that I had left over from my gallery wall. And next to this antique table, I'm adding this large crock with lid that I also found at the same place that I got the cupboard. This crock is perfect for storage. And then I'm also going to add some old books that I also found. But what I like to do with old books when I get them home is put them in some freezer bags and pop them in the freezer for a few days just to get rid of anything that might be in the books. So I'm going to add a stack of these books here on this table. There's just something about decorating with old books. They add so much charm, and I love thinking about the stories they hold and the history behind them. Here's a look at my breakfast nook before with the gingham curtains and white furniture. And here's a look now with the warmer wood tones, the antique cupboard, and a look that feels much more English cottage. And seeing it all come together with these collected pieces makes the space feel even more cozy and lived in. It is just what I was hoping for. And with the breakfast nook feeling extra cozy, I thought it would be the perfect time to bake something a little sweet before I go through the rest of my antique and thrifted finds. So today I am baking a cinnamon roll poke cake. How yummy does that sound? So first I'm going to get the cake baking, and I am just using a box cake mix, following the directions on the cake mix, and I'm going to get that baking while I go through the rest of my finds. Here is my haul of all my thrifted and antique finds that I have gotten that I haven't used in the breakfast nook. I've picked up a few crocks, of course some baskets, a new gooseneck copper kettle that I love that you can spot there, of course the books. So some of the things that I am going to put away, like this wreath. I just thought this wreath was beautiful for fall, so my future self is thanking me for that. I thought this basket was beautiful too. Some of the things I'm not going to be decorating with today, I've already used the books, but a few of these pieces I'm going to also use here in the kitchen. I'm just giving this bowl a good wash. I found it at the thrift store for just a few dollars, and I love the shape and size of it. And here's one of my favorite finds. This I got at the antique mall, but this is something that I have seen there for years, and I think I've shown in a previous video, and I think I even mentioned in that video that it was $75 and I loved it, but it was just too much. Well, that entire booth was 40% off. So I thought it was finally time to get it and use it on my kitchen counter. And I'm going to add a little crock with some of my utensils in it, as well as my oil that I use for cooking. I love the way it looks here. So it was finally meant to be that I bring it home and add it here in my kitchen. I also picked up this gooseneck copper kettle at the antique mall. I have so many copper kettles, but this one was just speaking to me. I love the larger size gooseneck copper kettle. A lot of the other ones I have are smaller. I did have another copper kettle here, but it's a different shape, and I just love the quaintness that this one has, and I thought it would look just beautiful sitting on my stove with the rest of the copper pieces above. And so I love it here. I'm so happy that I got it. And then I'm just moving this other uh, picture that I've got a few weeks ago in the corner here. So just moving a few things around, but just making the kitchen so cozy. And I just love the way it feels in this space now. I have a candle going that I have stacked on some plates, and it's just this whole little space is practical and functional with a lot of the utensils I have here, and just makes it so nice when I am cooking here in the kitchen. Once a cake is cooled, it is time to add the filling and frost the cake. So for the filling for this poke cake, I'm using sweetened condensed milk, brown sugar, melted butter, and of course cinnamon, since this is a cinnamon roll poke cake. And then I am poking holes in the cake to make it the poke cake. I just used a back of a wooden spoon, add lots of holes, and then I add my filling, and I really push it in all of those holes. I use a spatula to spread it around evenly until it's all filled in those holes. Next, I'm whipping up a delicious cream cheese frosting. I start by whipping up heavy whipping cream until it's fluffy, and then I mix together cream cheese, butter, and powdered sugar until it's blended. Then I fold in the whipped cream and spread it over the cake for the most delicious finishing touch. This cake is so easy to make and perfect for just about any occasion when you're craving a sweet treat. You can find the full recipe on mothertime.com, and I'll also have it linked in the video description. And to finish off the kitchen, I decided to finally bring back my little $1.98 thrifted work table that I used to have here before, and I'm kind of loving it here again, but I would love to know what you think. All right, friends, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found a little decorating inspiration for your own home. I'll have everything linked in the video description, and I will see you very soon in the next video.